A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Power smooth. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Underwood. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to run it. And the Wolverines pick up the first down. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always...
Turning on the Jets!
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line-up or block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It would have been a 55-yard field goal from here, so they'll leave the offense out there and try to convert 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. Picked off to stop the threat.
tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Backed up in their own end, it's 2nd and inches.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Okay, 2nd down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The give on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab over the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll immediately call timeout. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer
Makes the grab at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a lead.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, and touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. We just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Now the play fake. Dances away. On the run deep down the right side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Wolverines are marching down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's got it down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they've just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Finds a tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The lone back's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Reels it in down the left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Haynes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. To throw, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Running to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
Needs it to keep this drive alive.
And when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The option look. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 30. At the 45 on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes.
Oh, he's getting ahead. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he added the extra point. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Ward. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. On the move at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
A second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. The toss sweep to the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Wants to fire on second down. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Irish needing just inches for the first down.
Cricket. Check.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going deep. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Terrier.
Dropping back, it's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
That's caught. It's locked. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Really impressive performance from this running game. You get a victory like this, gives you a chance to hop up over your opponent and maybe others in the rankings.
Listen, it's early in the season. It's a top 25 matchup, but this coaching staff, David, took the opportunity to challenge their players. We want to be a physical running team all season long. Here's a chance to just put good versus good and find out how good we are. And they went out and they got it done.
Yeah, get it done. And listen, I don't really care if it's beautiful early in the season, right? Like, the point is, we're going to look back at these victories later on and go, they won. That's all that matters. But proving they got a physical ground game is a great place to start. They'll continue to evolve still early in this season.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Offense in an empty set. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Phil Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Carr. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Michigan! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Pauly. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Offense changing the play. On the option. Bill toss it. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. The 30. The 20. He's up. And he'll get in for the late touchdown. The consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They don't play every year, but when they do, there is just something special about this rivalry, and it is the Wolverines who take down Notre Dame. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.